Hey, did you hear the awesome news?
No, what's up?
I joined the school marching band.
Oh, how cool. What instrument do you play?
I don't play an instrument.
Oh. Well, you must go to like 1 million practices a week, right?
No, I'm not gonna go to any of those.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, why did you join the marching band then?
Duh, to be in the end of the year school marching band photo, it's like the coolest picture in the whole yearbook. That doesn't sound like a very, realistic back and forth, does it? That doesn't sound like something that people would actually say. Surprisingly, it is. There are situations in which people feel that that is an appropriate mindset to have about certain things. One of those things being becoming a YouTube partner. Every single day, I see so many people boast about becoming a YouTube partner, not because they enjoy making YouTube videos or because they make YouTube videos, but because they enjoy being able to call themselves a YouTube partner. Unfortunately, a large populace of those people are young. They're my generation, and that concerns me. Not so much along the lines of, oh, well, I worked really hard to become a YouTube partner and I'm mad that other people aren't working hard for it. That does bother me, but that's just me. That's probably not something that should bother me, but it does. But that's not what this video is about. What bothers me is so many people, especially young people, are gung-ho about getting a contract with a company so that they can become or call themselves a YouTube partner just so that they can have that title, and then they have no interest at all in actually doing the things that a YouTube partner does. Becoming a YouTube partner is a job. My concern about it is that in the future, that is not an appropriate thing that you can do with other jobs. You cannot sign a contract, get hired, be expected to do a certain amount of work, and then have absolutely no interest in doing any of the work or ever showing up. That's not a thing that you can do later in life or in other areas of your life, so you shouldn't do it with YouTube either. I see so many people, and I guess this is more of just a blanket statement. I have people all around me that they would see my success because I work so gosh darn hard to succeed, and they would think, oh, I want that same amount of recognition, and then they would get a contract or they would become a YouTube partner and then do none of the work. And that's not how real life works. You don't get to sign a contract and agree to do work for a company just so that you can have that title and then not do anything. If you love making YouTube videos and it's something that you want to dedicate a lot of time to, become a YouTube partner. Make that your goal. If you just want to be able to call yourself a YouTube partner, do not. That's not fair to all the people who do become YouTube partners because they work hard for it and they love making YouTube videos and they dedicate a big chunk of their life to honing their talents. It's not fair to them because you basically just did the same thing they did as far as getting a partnership, and then you're not gonna even put forth the effort to even meet that contract. That is a contract. That is a legally binding contract. It's not like, oh, haha, I signed a contract. Oh, they expect a certain amount of work from me. It's not that big a deal. It's just YouTube. It's not just YouTube when you sign up to be a YouTube partner. It is a job, and you can't do that with other jobs. Don't just do something because you want to be recognized for doing it unless you're actually committing to put forth the work to be recognized for that thing. Do not go into YouTubing in general, but especially becoming a YouTube partner, unless you actually plan on being a YouTuber. It is a job. It is a job that does not generally pay well. 95% of YouTube partners cannot survive off of the income that they make off of YouTube. I cannot. I certainly cannot. Most people cannot support themselves off of YouTube. So I'm definitely not saying, oh, quit your job and become a full-time YouTuber if your lifestyle does not allow for that. People ask me all the time, MissShadowLovely, why don't you continue this series? What happened to this series? Are you gonna make any more of these videos? I have 2 full-time jobs. I have a real full-time job, and then I have YouTube. Just to get to where I'm at, I have to put forth hours and hours and hours of effort every week. I don't have any free time. That is what a job is. It's a responsibility. A job is a responsibility. You have to put forth time and energy to produce content when you become a YouTube partner because you legally are now obligated to do that. It's not like this fancy title that you get like, oh, I'm a YouTube partner now, like I'm famous. That's not how it works. A YouTube partner is you agreeing to produce a certain amount of content for a company within a certain time frame to produce revenue for them via advertisements. It's not popularity status. It's not any of that. And if you're looking at it like that, don't do it. So many people, especially young people, especially kids, think, oh, I want to become a YouTube partner because it's so cool. I want to tell my friends I'm a YouTube partner. I want to change my Facebook employment to YouTube partner, when they have no intention of A, making YouTube videos, B, meeting any kind of quota, or C, actually working on their content. D, the most important thing, they don't even really enjoy being a YouTuber. And if you don't have that, or you don't have any intention of doing that or being that, then you don't have any business being a YouTube partner. Before you pursue some YouTube partnering company and you apply for a contract or whatever, think about whether or not you actually want to be a YouTube partner. You don't want to put out 2 videos a month. You can't even be bothered to put out 2 videos a month. Don't become a YouTube partner. It's not just something that's easily shrugged off, like, oh, I'm a YouTube partner. They expect a certain thing from me. I'm not going to do it now. Now that I've gotten the contract, because it's just YouTube. That's a terrible mindset to have. If you're gonna commit to something, whether it be a 9-to-5 day in and day out office job like I have, or a making videos a couple times a week job, you have to commit to it. You have to put in effort. You can't just expect it to be handed to you, and you can't take it lightly. You don't apply for a job expecting to never be expected to show up or do any work. Don't do it just so that you can say, oh, I do that too. That's a really bad mindset and a really bad work ethic, and it's really detrimental for our generation and the future. If you want to be recognized for something, make sure it's something that you love, and it's something you're willing to dedicate a lot of hard work and a lot of time to, and it's something you enjoy doing. Don't do things because you just want to be able to say that you do them. Don't be someone that you aren't actually, just so that people will be like, oh, that's so cool. Like, that's terrible. Don't do that. Do things that are things that you love to do, that you're passionate about, that you're willing to work hard for, and that you're proud of, because that's what you deserve. That's what everyone else deserves, and that's what you deserve as well. It's an insult to the people who actually do work hard for that recognition, and it's an insult to yourself because you're finding worth in something that you're not, and you deserve better than that. That is my little spiel. I can already see that my recorded feed time is like 15 minutes, and that sucks. So I'm gonna try and edit this down to about 10 minutes, hopefully less than that, probably like 3. Sorry that this wasn't like a super funny one, but sometimes when I can't think of really funny things to make videos about, it's gonna have to be serious stuff. So I apologize. So here's that, and have a lovely day.